The streets was calling. The streets was calling, and I was there. So today I want to discuss further on the last video that I posted, where the young lady was discussing that 9 out of 10 entrepreneurs have been through some type of traumatic experience in their childhood or something of that sort. So I want to get into my story on today. To give a little background on me, my name is Sierra, and I am the oldest of 4. I have been through a lot. And when I say a lot, I say a lot. I have been through a lot. I was molested a total of 3 times by 3 different people, one of those being my own father. I have experienced, I've been in a household where it's been verbal, emotional, physical abuse with my mom and dad. I've also experienced, abuse in a few of my relationships as I got older. It kind of pushed me into, it kind of set those standards as to what I was willing to tolerate and what I wasn't willing to tolerate, because of seeing all that throughout my childhood, I was like, something has to change. I don't want to have to deal with this. And once I ended up getting pregnant with my son, a lot changed then also. It's just like the light bulb came. I don't want to, keep living, this life with all this chaos and confusion. I wanted something different for my son. So my son's father, things, kind of went downhill with him. So once we separated, I was like, okay, look, going forward, I'm not going to allow this to happen. I'm not going to let nobody treat me like this or talk to me this way or so on and so forth. So once me and him separated, I started to really get back into myself and discover, what my gifts and talents were and so on and so forth. That's what kind of triggered me to decide to go into entrepreneurship. And the first go round when I did, to decide to step into entrepreneurship was when I opened my online beauty supply store, which is now closed. It rebrand into what the Lord actually called me to do, which was business consulting and also business and life coaching. I've always been good with talking to people and understanding people and, being empathetic and understanding people's point of view and so on and so forth, and try to offer them the best, advice that I could, from my own, personal experience and so on and so forth. I enjoy it. I love it. I like talking to people. I've, talked to people and helped so many people along the way, from, old jobs I've had, old friendships, associates, and so on and so forth. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy talking. I enjoy, public speaking and so on and so forth. I always knew that I would be one of those people to make an impact. I always knew that I would leave my stamp here on earth because of, the amount of things that I had went through and had to overcome on my own. In 2022, I actually had to go through a whole healing journey. And when I tell you, it was the most painful thing that I had to go through, but I went through it. I got through it. Honestly, say I can talk about things now without crying or, feeling some type of way about the, whoever, inflicted those wounds upon me. I bless those people. I'm not mad anymore, so on and so forth. And I really had to, forgive and release those people so that I can get to where God wants me to be. I don't want to have to harbor that and hold on to all that anger, hurt, and pain. That's why I say, once you go into entrepreneurship, it's way beyond just selling a product, and it's way beyond just providing a service for people. Like, you are serving people. It's going to be very vital that you build that foundation and you invite the Lord into you. Whatever you are starting, to ensure that you have a solid foundation, and you want to tap into what the Lord actually wants you to do, so that you're not wasting any time. You're not out here just, well, my friend sells weave, so I think I'm gonna sell weave too. Like, whatever the Lord has for your friend, that's for your friend. But whatever the Lord has for you, that's going to be for you. So it's way beyond, just seeing people online, oh, they got money and this and that. It's way beyond that. And once you tap into what God has for you, he will take you on a full journey so that you can sustain that success and be able to discern and steward whatever he gives to you, because it's way beyond the money. It's all about serving his people. And, it's all about, you inspiring the next person. And once I realized that everything that I had been through was so that I can be able to tell my story and inspire somebody else and encourage other people, because I've been through a lot. I have been through a whole lot. And for me to, constantly get knocked down and constantly get back up, and I'm just glad I don't look like what I've been through, or I'm not bitter, or, I've not, forfeited my calling because of so much hurt and pain. That is the driving force to me helping other people so that they don't have to experience what I've experienced. And if they have experienced that, I can help them navigate and get through it, because if it was not for Jesus Christ being on my side, I would probably be somewhere in a mental institution. I'll probably be dead or either strung out on drugs. And the Lord has been, trying to get my attention for so long. And I always knew the Lord. I always had a relationship with him. But it's like I ran from it for so long. Like when I tell you the streets was calling, and I was there. And he just kept on, he was very patient with me, because it's like I would tiptoe on. It's like I'll say a prayer. I'm like, the Lord, cover me and this and that. And while I go, way across town to go, kick it with a guy or something like that. But it's like I knew the Lord, but it's like I just constantly ran from my calling. And once he finally sat me down and was like, look, it's either you're going to do it my way or you're not going to have any peace. Everything that you try to, do is just going to fall to pieces because you don't have that solid foundation. And it's like something inside of you just tells you like, look, I'm tired of going through this cycle. I'm tired of looping around over and over again. I'm ready to get into what God has called me to do so that I can see my life flourish to its fullest potential. Because eventually you'll get tired. There's no, eventually the streets are going to get, it's just, the streets are going to be the streets. Drugs, weed, all of that. I've been through all of that. And those things, they only offer temporary satisfaction. So, like I say, I would tell anybody, get into your word, start to build that relationship, even if you take baby steps, start, you can talk to the Lord like a normal person. Like, you don't have to come to him like thou art, you don't have to do all that. You can just tell him. And a lot of times he already knows what you're going through, what you're battling with. Just, invite him in and allow him to help you navigate through life and help him, or let him help you get to where you are called to be. Because he only wants the best for us. It may be painful, for a season, for a time, but it doesn't rain all the time. It won't rain forever. That's impossible. So once you realize that everything that you're going through is not solely for you, it's to help the next person. And I had to learn that myself because, like I said, I've been through a lot. And to be able to tell my testimony and inspire other women or men or entrepreneurs and so on and so forth, that's what it's all about. And that is my ministry. That's, I know, and I feel so at home. It feels like second nature to me to be able to inspire and help other people, coach people along. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. I'll tell anybody that it's not easy, but once you have that partnership with God and he is able to give you different tools and resources and how to do this and how to go about that, or, he'll, give you different people to push you along your journey, You know, that's the secret code to life. You know, having that person behind you to help you get to where you need to be. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I will be offering private and group coaching. My next group coaching session is actually August 6th at 6 p.m. It'll be online. If you are looking to book, for some reason, I'm not able to add in a link on TikTok just yet. I am working on that. So once I am able to add that link in on TikTok, you'll be able to book through TikTok. But for now, I need you guys to follow my Instagram page to be able to book. Just follow my Instagram page. Once you hit the tabs in my Instagram page, you'll actually see the link in my actual Instagram. It'll say book for group coaching session. So if you guys are looking to book for my next group coaching session, that link will be in bio. I'm looking forward to meeting you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. Hopefully we have a full class. So you guys, try to go ahead and book quick, because those spots will fill up mighty quick, okay? Thank you so much for letting me share my testimony, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon.